Hi everyone, it's Jonathan from Ars here, and today is a very special day. As you can see, right beside me is an extremely blue Ford Focus. It's not just any Ford Focus, this is the Ford Focus RS. And I have been waiting a very long time to get behind the wheel. We're here at Monticello Raceway in New York, and today's activities are going to involve some lapping on one of the courses, some drifting, and then also some passenger drifting laps with Ben Collins, who you may know as one of the Stigs from Top Gear. RS is a very special combination of letters when you stick them on the car. In this case it means rally sport. This is the third generation Focus RS. We weren't lucky enough in America to get the first two, but they kindly did bring this one over. Other than this extremely blue paint scheme, which I can tell you attracts the police on the drive up here, quite a few things separate this car from your average Focus. For one thing, there's the price. It starts at about $37,000, which is quite a lot for a Ford Focus, but when you realise what Ford Performance, which is a division of Ford that soups up their cars, has done to this, you'll realise where the money's gone. Where a normal Focus is front-wheel drive, this thing has all-wheel drive, with quite a bit of rear bias, I believe. It has a turbocharged 350 horsepower engine in the front, with another 350 pounds-feet of torque, so it's pretty quick. 0 to 60 is 4.6 seconds, roughly. It has a 6-speed manual gearbox. Yay! No flappy paddles here. And a bunch of different modes, including one which is a drift mode. It lets you drift around like a god, someone in a Fast and Furious movie. I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. You still have a Ford Focus, which means you have 5 seats, you have plenty of room in the back. It's got a pretty good interior. I think we were all quite impressed with the ride comfort on the way up here. There's plenty of room in the trunk because it's a hatchback. It's all-wheel drive, so you can drive it year-round. It's amazing, and I'm extremely excited. And bear in mind, I've got to drive some interesting cars this year. This one's the one I've been looking forward to more than any other. Well, that was a lot of fun. What a car. And quite a few of those corners you can really feel how the active rear differential, which works with a pair of clutches, one for each wheel, you can really feel how the car proportions torque to the different wheels and the torque vectoring. In some of those corners you can really feel as the back of the car starts to turn, and then kind of as it pushes you through the corner, you get quite a lot of yaw, and the car drives out. It's a cool feeling. Brakes are amazing. Still not a huge fan of the gear change. Caught me out a couple of times. I have one complaint about this car. It's a very small complaint. It's the pedals are not set up fantastically for heel and toe. So when you're braking hard and you want to sort of slip your foot in and blip the throttle a bit, so you can't do it on this car. Maybe you need gigantic feet. My size 8.5s don't quite cut it on that regard. Otherwise, fantastic. The Michelin Pilot Cup 2 tyres, which are the track focused ones, tons of grip. When we tested the Corvette on track last month, that also had Cup 2s, but talking to the Michelin tyre engineer, he will tell you that in fact, although they have the same name, the tyres are radically different between this car and that one. In this one, in fact, you can swap the front and rears, so it's a square fitment, but absolutely bags of grip on track. So overall, that was worth the wait. Thanks, Ford.
What I'm going to do is one fast lap, I'm going to stop, I'm going to turn, I'm going to change the mode, I'm going to put it to drift, and I'm going to stick it sideways for you.
Perfect.
Okay? Alright, you guys ready?
Yay!
Alright, let's do this. Drift mode.
Yay!
There we go. That's fantastic. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming.
One of the coolest things about the Focus RS which is a result of the clever electronics that do the torque vectoring and the way the rear diff works, is in addition to your normal mode, your sport mode, and your track mode, if you click that button one more time, you get a fourth mode, drift. Basically, it's hooligan mode. You turn in, floor it, and the car will basically help you drift and produce fantastic power slides, tons of smoke out the back of the car. Slightly trickier than it looks. It's a lot easier to drift if you're on snow or something. I don't know if you can see all that. There's a lot of rubber down on the tarmac. The tires are getting a little bit hot. And I think if you owned one of these cars, I'm not sure how often you would actually get to use drift mode, unless you had like a convenient large parking lot near you that wasn't patrolled terribly often. But boy, is it fun. Drift mode, I like.